forget
Oh,
something.
that's good.
There, then I can send you the recording too.
Mine is only like, it's just getting started. Like, where do I know I've done the coach training, or like been through the coach training, so I kind of get it. It's just like, do I need to wait really for a challenge group to start so that I can, you know, be asking people to join that first, or do I just start telling them about what I'm doing? Like,
yeah. So what I would do and what I did when I first started was I kind of like what, I don't know, kind of how you came across, but like I just have been posting about my journey in general. So if I work out or something, I might take some sort of photo, whether it's of me or of my weights or the program with my computer or my husband working out or whatever it is. And I will take that and I'll just share it and I'll say something about, you know, getting in my activity for the day, kind of like pushing myself. And not necessarily saying I'm doing hammer and chisel, it's 30 minutes a day, I'm using, you know, but like kind of getting that mystery out there for them, but letting them know that you, that you've started something and just sharing that journey. And then, if you want to find, so through coach training, there was like those 5 things that kind of define you. If you want to start like sharing about those things. So I post about my dog, my husband, fitness, because I'm kind of a fitness freak. I post about like trying to get inspiration for people. So sometimes that's just a picture of me with like a quote, and then I talk about it a little bit more. But you can share those couple of things a day. And then what I did was whoever commented or liked on those photos, those are the people that I was like sending a message to kind of get that wheel started, if that makes sense. But I honestly would just say just starting to get like some, you know, posts up on social media just to try to get some people interested and just getting them. Hi. How are you? But yeah, just
America. Can you believe it?
yeah, definitely. But yeah, I would just say like just sharing some of that stuff just to kind of get it out there that you are on a journey and kind of like leaving it out there so people are like, what are you doing? You know, so they come and ask you about it and talk to you. So if you want to, you can go through like old photos of my Facebook and just check and kind of see things that I share about. But a lot of it is pretty much those 5 things. You know, a lot of mine is like fitness and my family and my spouse and my dog and stuff. I'm not super exciting. But if you have like a hobby of something, like maybe you love taking pictures, maybe you love running. I like to eat, so I post about food. You can share about your family if you want, like that you're super busy and you're still rocking it and you're doing your workouts and like those kind of things. So I try to speak to like my market of people. So I'm married, I have a dog, I'm a teacher. So I try to talk to those people, if that makes sense. So hopefully your people are different than mine. Like that's kind of how you set yourself apart from other coaches and stuff too.
So the first lot of people that you are kind of messaging and stuff, are they people you already know because they're liking you? And
yeah. A lot of probably like the first 20 people I signed up were relatives, were my parents, my sisters, like my friends from high school, friends from college, people I worked with. So I signed up like my principal's wife and like other teachers in the school. And so just like those people I already knew and they were asking me what I was doing. They saw my post. So kind of like those people I had on Facebook already. I actually, before I started coaching, I deleted a bunch of people off my Facebook for teaching to like clean up my Facebook. And then I was like, oh no, I just deleted like thousands of people. So I've been slowly trying to add like friends of friends or like my sister's friends or my mom's friends because they know who I am. And I might not know them specifically, but they kind of like put the pieces together. But yeah, like whoever likes and comments, I'm pretty much in their messenger already, like, thanks so much for your love. And I kind of start the conversation there. And they'll watch your journey, even though they don't like and comment, they'll come around and start to do that. And so like, let's just say I get like 50 likes on my posts now. Before, when I started, I had like 2 to 3, and then it kind of like grows as you go on. But hopefully those people who are liking and commenting end up signing up with you and joining with you too. Obviously not everyone, but that's a good place to start too.
Yeah. So I'm still quite early on in like my fitness journey, i.e. I'm nowhere where I want to be yet.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to be inspirational in that sense yet. You know,
I
don't have an after photo.
No, when I started coaching, actually, I went through like the 21-day fix. And so I actually lost like 16 and a half inches, and I like shared the beginning of it, like when I started. And then I shared like where I was after like those 20 days, but I was sharing the journey the whole time. So I didn't have an after photo either. I actually was like, didn't even want to post photos of me, but I found it to be inspirational for other people. Just the fact that you're working out, just the fact that you're trying to eat healthier, just the fact that you are, you know, trying to better yourself. And like if I was reading a book or something or was listening to something, I shared like what I learned and how I would apply it. And a lot of people were inspired by that, you know, just understanding like instead of watching TV for 8 hours, maybe I should go pick up a book or, you know, or listen to something. So even though you don't feel like you're where you want to be at, like I'm not where I want to be at right now. And I've come a really long ways. So don't feel like you have to be like tip-top shape in order to inspire anyone, because that's definitely not the case. So
that's good to hear, because I'm like that.
Yeah, I just need to get started with it. It's terrifying, the actual just beginning. You've done really well, Bronwyn. I've been watching you, and you post every day. You're really good at it.
Yeah, but I find it really tough because I'm constantly like, oh my god, I can't believe I've posted that. But it's done now. Just leave it on there. But yeah.
I can't believe I'm telling you this, but I used to post on social media, and then I would like close my computer and I would like go run around the other way, and I like always was so scared. And it was so funny because like once you get going and once you start posting, like you just get used to it. I don't know, like you find like different ways to take photos, you find different ways to share, you know, your journey. You kind of find what makes you who you are. Because when I first started, I shared a lot of like what my coach shared, and then now I share like me, you know. So I feel like when I first started, I was just kind of, I don't know, like breaking through the ice. And then once I figured out who I was, I started sharing more of me. And now I'm now I'm finding more people who like relate to me or something, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's okay that it like seems terrifying. Like that's a good thing. I promise. Like it'll get better. But yeah, I mean, just with posting and stuff over time, like that gets easier. Don't feel like you have to post a certain before and after. When I first started, I did a lot of like face ones instead, or I did a lot of I just feel better. Or I did like how I was before, and then maybe a photo of me in workout clothes and just shared, hey, I'm doing really good. Like I've been showing up for myself. I feel better, and like sharing the inside, not necessarily, you know, you have to lose so many pounds and inches. Because there's several coaches out there actually who are not saying you are, but like who are overweight and still successful because they share, you know, them, and they share what they're going through with people. And a lot of coaches who are successful share from like day one to where they're at now. And I think it just makes you more relatable. Like people will trust you more too, because they see you. They're like, okay, Kate is starting like day 1 and she's on day 40 already. Like she's been showing up, and like it builds like that trust with people, if that makes sense. So yeah, it comes with posting. I promise it. When I first started, we had to post like 5 to 7 times a day because of Facebook, like just to get on people's newsfeed. And that was like, I didn't have anything interesting to share with anyone. Now it's like maybe 2-3 times, maybe 3 times. I kind of just share twice, sometimes 3 times a day, but I spread it out. So it's like in the morning and then probably after our call and then like at night. So I spread them out. So I do one like fitness one because that's part of who I am. And then I do one like about coaching or kind of like the opportunity. And then tonight I could do one, about my challenge group coming up, or I could do one about before and after, or I could do one about my husband and I and share something that way. So
you come across like you're so organized, because it's like you're spinning like 2 or 3 plates, and I'm like, oh my god, she's got so much on her plate, and she's just knocking it out the ballpark every day, just bam, bam, bam.
This like is my goal, and I'm not even kidding. I have like workers. I'm actually working on like a posting calendar for you guys to give you ideas of what to post about. And so like I'm hoping that kind of helps, just if you're sitting there like, well, what should I be posting about right now? Or but just know, like, if we have a challenge group coming up, which we're going to run it together, I'm definitely going to help you with it. You can start talking about it now and just say, I've started this journey. I'm really excited. I would love for you to join with me, and just explain how you got started, because that's kind of how they're going to get started too. Maybe they don't start coaching right away. Maybe they just do a challenge group with you, but then, they could evolve into coaches too. That makes sense. Does that help?
Yeah, it makes total sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, like those 5 things that you have from coach training, I would write those 5 things like on a piece of paper, and then I would just, like, if it was like fitness or something, I just write fitness in here, and then just draw like things coming off of it, like anything that comes to mind with fitness, and then you can use those ideas to help you post too.
Oh, okay, that's good.
Because like I did one for coaching, like the coaching opportunity. And then I did like how it helps, it can help pay your bills. It can help with student loan debt. It can help with your mortgage on your house. It can help with my car payment. I get to talk to people from the UK when I'm, 6 hours ahead of me. Like, just sharing all of that stuff kind of goes in with coaching. So there's tons of like posting ideas. And so if you're, a mom, you can put that in the middle, and then you can like branch out from it. If you just graduated college, like you can put out, different things that try to come up with different posting ideas too. That helps.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, I've got some homework to do.
Yeah. And then I can look up a couple of, I think it's okay to look at other Beachbody coaches just to see like what they're doing, and get some inspiration and get some like ideas and stuff. So, I can look up a couple different ones and send them to you guys just to kind of get an idea. Cause I know you don't always want to look at mine, and mine aren't perfect by any means. But just to get some ideas. And I'll put them in the messenger, so then that way you can just copy it and paste it into Facebook or Instagram and stuff too, if you have them. So.
Oh yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah.
Cool.
Any other questions you can think of right away?
Well, I go away. I can't sell Shakeology.
So I reached out to Melanie Mitro. She's #1 coach in the company, and we did like a UK launch in October, and so I was asking her how they help to get Shakeology out there, and she said a lot of them do sell the performance line, like that pre and post workout, because a lot of them are already into fitness. And she said that they really did like the performance line. And then she did say with Shakeology, a lot of her coaches talk about, maybe price versus like what you're actually getting. Because she said a couple of her coaches said you guys have lots of like supplements, but they're just not, like, some of them just aren't good quality, versus like with Shakeology is more expensive. But I have that UK group that I asked her to add you guys both into. It's like where her UK coaches are. So maybe you can even link up with somebody, and stuff, and get some ideas and stuff from there too. So I will, when we get off this call, I will add you into those two as well. It's just a lot of other UK coaches who probably deal with the same thing. We kind of have that in the US, like Shakeology is expensive. However, if you are coaching and you can get people to join you, obviously it's, free, I guess. But a lot of people here, if I break it down for them, instead of saying, 120 or 130 a month for us, I could say it's only $4 a day for us, like just trying to share with them. Like I would spend that at a gas station for breakfast easily every day, if not more than that for coffee and maybe a couple of donuts or something. So I would spend the exact same, but I wouldn't be getting the good quality, and I would be hungry a little bit later. And so just sharing that with them. And then once you get through, like a 30-day challenge and you get really good results, whether you're using the Performance Line or Shakeology, people aren't going to question it, if that makes sense. So when I first started, people questioned Shakeology, they questioned the Performance Line. And now that I can say, here's a before and after, a lot of them are like, oh, that makes sense. Like, sure. Because some people, they just are looking for help. And if you're getting results from using this, they want that. So, that would help too, just as you go along sharing, even if you share from day 1 to day 7, even if you have a tiny transformation, you feel better, you have more energy, you can run around after your kids, you can do whatever it is. You can go run after your workout, or you can stay up until 10 or 11 or whatever it is, like you have extra energy. Just sharing that with them too. I don't know if that helps, but I can get you into that group. Maybe they have some different way that they like explain it, but that's kind of what I do is I break it down. So it's more of like, I would spend, probably $4 a day just on breakfast alone. At a gas station in the US, and I would be hungry like 30 minutes later. But with Shakeology, I have it at 8 in the morning, and then I usually don't eat until like noon, like my lunchtime. And so it saved me a lot, especially when I'm teaching and stuff, because I can walk around with it and drink it. And then our school lunches are expensive. They're like $4 for school lunch, and it's awful. Not good. So I always use that, and I always say, I can have a shake however I want it, how I made it, versus having school lunch. Like it's just not very good over here. But
it's not great here either.
No, I don't know why. Like kids are hungry, and they don't get like snack time anymore, so they need something, and it's just
the first couple of years that my son went to school, he had it paid by the government for him. Mm-hmm. Like that's how it works. But now he's got to an age where they've stopped paying. So he likes to have them, but he'll just eat a sandwich every day. Like it's rubbish. It costs me a fortune.
Yeah, working in my school, they just like even the jacket potatoes. I'm like, oh, it's just not good.
Yeah, I used to always bring cold lunch, like a sack lunch from home, because my mom's like, I'm not paying for school lunch if you're not going to eat it. So, yeah, I definitely get you. But yeah, I do use that too, kind of to counterbalance the price of Shakeology and stuff too, because they do have Daily Sunshine for kids too. So some of my people that are in my groups, they use Daily Sunshine. It's kind of like a snack for adults, but it's also for kids too. And so I have a couple of people who get it for their kids, for them to eat when they get home from school, instead of eating all of the stuff in the pantry.
That's a Beachbody thing, isn't it?
Yeah. Yep.
Oh.
Yeah. So Daily Sunshine it's kind of like Shakeology for kids. You can have it as an adult. Like I actually have it most of the time every day, probably in like an hour or so before supper, so I don't like ruin my supper by eating like cookies and stuff I'm not supposed to. And so I have that, and it's kind of like a snack for us, but for kids, I mean, my niece and nephew both drink it. And they love it. They ask for it and stuff. It's nice because my sister doesn't have to stress about a school snack after school. They just have their shake and they run around outside with it and stuff, and it's just less hassle too.
Oh, I'm gonna look one of them up.
Yeah. I'm trying to think about other like questions. I know like once you start posting, and I know like you've been posting a little bit on social media, and I know like once you continue, like people are going to, they're going to get it from you, if that makes sense. So know that it's new for you guys anyways, because we just launched in October, so it's new. And then, once they see you posting, once they see you feeling better, healthier, happier, maybe you get some really, really, really good results once you, get through your program or whatever it is. And then they're going to start to join you. It's just getting to that point. And so that's why I want to let you know that it's a process, but like every day you show up is a day closer that you get to it making sense for people.
Because it's interesting, isn't it? Because everyone's interested, but it's like the trust as well. Like they just don't know whether to pay that money because they don't know if it's going to work, do they? So you get all these messages, but then not a reply after you explain it. That's what I find.
Yeah. If you want to, I can have some of our coaches in our group put their transformations in our team page, and then you can use those. You can go to Google if you want to and Google Insanity Max 30 results, and you can use before and afters, but it might be nice to have people from our team. So if they say like, well, who's this? You can say, well, she's from my team. And so that's kind of what I did too. When I first started, I shared a lot of my coaches' transformations so people can see different types of people. I know people get tired of seeing me over and over and over again. So it's nice to use other people's transformation. So that's like a really good idea actually to use. And then like you said, like they start to trust you when you continually show up and when you continually, pour into them basically, whether you feel like you're inspiring or not. I promise that, they're watching you and they feel that from you, and then that trust is there. I have people reach out to me that I don't even know who they are, and they're like, can I switch to you as my coach? And I'm like, well, who are you? Like, how can I help you? First of all, but they've been following me, and so they feel like they know me through like my posts and stuff. So that's kind of like that end goal, is to not necessarily like air your dirty laundry on Facebook, like post everything, but like just sharing. Maybe you did all of your push-ups on your toes, or maybe you got to work out tonight and your kids joined you, maybe, whatever it is. But like finding things that they relate to, and that helps build that trust too.
Yeah.
If that helps.
Yeah. It'll definitely help having those pictures, I think.
Yeah. And then with like 2B Mindset, like different programs, they have like the bundle pictures. Sometimes when I show those to people, I know someone had gotten like Beachbody On Demand from you. That's okay. Like they're going to hear Shakeology in their videos. They're going to hear the performance line in the videos. They're going to see you working out using the products, and they're going to like ask you about it, if that makes sense. So even if people just do the workouts with you, maybe they'll like jump on board later on as well after watching, you use it continually. The trainers on the workouts, they always talk about Shakeology or Energize or Recover. And so they kind of help promote it for us too. So, and I think that will come with time as well.
Yeah.
Okay. Just got to get started. I've just got to do it.
Yeah. And honestly, like even your first post, if it's just, if you're not like comfortable with sharing necessarily like you or something, if you take a photo of your computer with like workouts and stuff, or your equipment, or I don't know, like when I get off this call, I'll probably take a photo of me sitting at my desk with my computer and like just taking a photo, with a timer, like set the timer and come sit back down and take a photo, and then talk about how I can get on a coaching call, across the, world, and it can all happen online, and how amazing this opportunity is. So just sharing like bits and pieces that maybe people don't know. Maybe people missed all of my posts last fall and they have no idea we're in the UK, like, I don't know, maybe nobody was watching my stuff and maybe they get it today. But I try to share like just different bits and pieces, so maybe it will connect with somebody new, instead of posting the same thing over and over and over and like never getting anyone. I'll try to like post different angles of stuff too, if that helps. But yeah, kind of like you said, just get it up there, and just once you start, just continue, you know, like even if it's two times a day, just getting started and showing up repeatedly will help build that trust too.
Yeah, I'm hoping it'll help me with my accountability and just sticking with it for like a long term, because I'm good at doing stuff for like a month or two, and I do fitness all the time, but you know, programs will drop off eventually. So I'm hoping it will keep me inspired, because I have to post every day.
Yeah, and with coaching too, one thing that I have found was, because I became a coach, I've been more fit. I've been more in shape. I've been healthier because I'm more like aware of sharing it with somebody, or wanting to work out to like help someone else, you know, kind of not putting yourself last, but like, you know, knowing that there's other people out there who could benefit from it, like helps me work out sometimes. It helps me stay on track more. And so if I wasn't coaching, I probably would have fallen off. I mean, yeah, I don't know. I can't really say I would, but like at the same time, I stuck with it because I became a coach, and I was sharing my journey on social media. Because I was telling my husband the other day, I said, even if I didn't coach, I would still drink Shakeology and post and talk to people. So why wouldn't I just coach? You know, like, so it's just, it came like a part of me, I guess. I don't know. And so, I don't know, coaching just helped me be more accountable, and definitely stick with it, especially like posting in my tracker and stuff, trying to finish a program, you know, from day 1 to day 30. When I share it with people on social media, I know they're watching too. And so they're waiting for day 27. Where is day 27? You know, so it kind of helps you show up, I guess, too.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Any other questions you can think of?
I think you pretty much covered everything. There'd be loads, I'm sure, like as I get
going. Oh, that's totally fine.
Like generally just all the products and stuff, like looking online at like all the packages, and because there's so many programs people can do, I'm just thinking, oh my god, what if someone asked me about like certain packages and I don't know the answer, like I don't know.
So I'm going to show you this group, or this picture here really quick, and walk you through. So my computer is going to take over your screen in a second. Let's see, Empower Dynasty.
It's better.
Okay.
It's dark, isn't it?
There we go. Okay, can you see my computer screen okay?
Oh, now you just shut off.
It did? Is it on there again or no?
Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah, it's on there.
Okay. So if you click this is our Empower Dynasty team page. If you click the files, I put little things to like help you explain stuff. So if someone says, Kate, tell me more about your challenge group. Here's like 2 different versions. Here's like a really short and sweet one. I kind of use that on my Instagram because I'm more short with people, versus like Facebook might be a little bit longer. But you can take out, you know, like this first part if you want to say my group will help you, you know, reach your goals, that kind of thing. But the bundle, I always just explain it as Beachbody On Demand, all access. And so it's, you know, just a place you can go to get your workouts that fit that. So that's that like fitness piece. The nutrition is Shakeology or the Performance Line. And then obviously like that Portion Fix container part. And then the support is your online groups. And so I always have those 3 pieces: your fitness, your nutrition, and your support. So I kind of like break it into 3 pieces, because if I was talking to you and I would say like, what do you feel like you're struggling with right now? If you say accountability, that's that 3rd piece, that's support. If you say, I have no idea what to eat, that's that nutrition piece. And if you're like, honestly, I go to the gym, but I have no idea what I'm doing, that's fitness. And so I break it into 3 pieces because I feel like when I do that, I'm able to help people more, if that makes sense. So like those are just these little, you can definitely just put a little bit in front and behind. Sorry, like asking a question at the end. So like maybe this first part where it says, I'm excited for this next group. Basically, we're going to pick out a workout program that's best for you, help you follow a nutrition plan to maximize your results, track your progress, share recipes, stay motivated, etc. In this app. And then I might ask a question like, what do you feel like you're struggling with most right now? Or does this sound like something that could be for you? So like just asking questions at the end to get people to message me back. If you send this longer version, it explains more in depth of what those pieces are. So maybe at the end where it says your journey getting you closer to results is my main focus. What do you feel like you want to focus on these next 30 days? Kind of like leave it to them to answer you back. And most of the time, you know, people will say they struggle with nutrition or support or, you know, fitness or something like that. Then I say, like, this would be incredible for you. I personally have had, and then you can fill in like that piece. Like, I've had really good results. I feel better. I feel like I look healthier. My clothes fit better. Like, you can explain it in your own journey. And then I always say, like, you know, would it be okay with you if I sent you more information on how to get started with me? And then if they say yes, here's just 2 different ways. So the first way, I actually use this one pretty much all the time. And so I just say, you know, the best way for us to get you started is the All Access Bundle. Has workout programs, it has the nutrition, it has the support. And then at the end it says it's on promo this month. And then I say at the end, do you think this would help you further along, you know, or help you along the way? Or do you feel like this would help you reach your goals? Or like asking them that question, like maybe if, let's just say the lady had said that she really wants to lose 20 pounds or 20, whatever it is, stone. What it's called. So if she wants to lose weight, you can say at the end, do you think that this would be the recipe for success for you? Question mark. Like always like ask a question so they reach back out to you. This bottom part is just basically the same thing up here. It's just more detailed. So I actually don't really use the bottom part too much unless people, I don't know, want more of a detailed answer, I guess. And then if they say, you know, they think it would help them, you know, hit this goal or whatever, then I kind of go into that part where, you know, okay, we have a couple options to sign you up. You know, you could sign up as a customer or a customer coach. When I started, I signed up as a discount coach and I never actually coached for 3 months, and you don't ever have to unless you would want to. And then I have a chart. I don't really know where it went. I'll have to find it and put it on here, but you don't have to send the chart with it for them, but it just shows the difference between customer and discount coach. And then this part down here is for that to be mindset that just came out. So really the process is, I have this solution for you. What are you struggling with? I think this would be a great, you know, option for you. Here's the bundle. And then like helping them get started.
That's super helpful. Thank you.
Yeah.
It is helpful.
And then like, let me see if I can find these weird people off there. So like for an example, this is like a bundle piece. This is for Lift 4, so it's not anything you've ever seen before. But if you send this to someone, you can say, hey, here's the bundle. This is what it looks like. This is what you will get in the mail. And it's better for people to see the bundle. So like if, you know, here's Beachbody On Demand, your Shakeology performance line, your resistance bands, your calendar, and that kind of stuff. So when Lift 4 comes out, you can send them these bundles and say, this is what the bundle looks like. This is what you will get. You know, just letting them know that, like, here's like a basic one. You know, this would be like our coach accessory. And then obviously, like, you would never send them that because it doesn't make any sense to them. But like for, let me see if I can find the To Be Mindset one that I sent everyone. Maybe I thought it was in here. Oh, this one. So I send this to people and I say, like this first part is your 99 without Shakeology. The second one is with Shakeology, and the last one is with Shakeology and Beachbody On Demand. I always say something like the middle one is the one that most people are going with because they already have the workouts. And so immediately they're like, well, I don't have the workouts. So then they want the bottom one, versus if you just say like, here's the bundles, let me know what you think. Everyone's going to pick the top one, you know, because it's cheaper. So I always say like people are like almost all of the people that have signed up with me, they all get the middle bundle. The only people that get this obviously is if they don't have the workouts, but I let them know that everyone else invested in this middle one. And the reason I want to get you guys in the UK group is they have them all with UK prices, and it's probably going to be easier for you. And I should maybe change these so you have them. But just like letting them know of the bundles and like the differences and everything, you know, between the bundles and stuff. So even if someone gets this top one, that's okay, that they sign up with that. Maybe later they add on Shakeology. Maybe later they want Performance Line. I just now, like 2.5 years into it, I kind of require the middle one just because of the fact that like once you sign up with me, that's when I start working. If that makes sense. And so I want people to know that too. Like once you invest in me, like that's when the work starts for me. For most people, like if they sell shampoo or something to you, you buy it, awesome, see you later. You know, like you don't really work after that. But when like you invest, like I start the work. So here's my challenge group. Here's the tracker app. You know, how can I help you? What recipes can I help you with? So like that's kind of when my work starts. That's kind of why I require at least Shakeology, because then I can tell them, you know, here's the results that people are getting with Shakeology versus with this basic bundle. I can't really say that they're going to get certain results because I don't know if they're getting all their veggies in, if they're adding in some other superfood or something like that. So I actually send this bundle to people. So it's okay, like if you have a couple of these, like I have one saved on my phone and I have one on my computer. And if someone just like says, you know, hey, let me see that bundle again, or let me look over the bundles, I send them to this, or send this to them so they can look at it.
Yeah.
Okay. I was going to show you a conversation too, to see if that kind of helps. I was trying to think of someone I was just talking to today. I think, oh, she might be a good one. Okay. So here's just how conversations can go and how they start. So I messaged her. I think she looked at like a challenge group sneak peek or something. And so I messaged her, and this was November of last year. So I just said, hey, just wanted to check in and see if you were looking to reserve your spot in my iCommit group kicking off prep week tomorrow. Never heard back from her. I said, hey, she said, hi. I'm like, how are you? And then never heard back from her. So then I could continually like message her, if that makes sense. But obviously like I'm not really getting a whole lot from her. So then when To Be Mindset came out, I did like a Facebook group, and I'll show you guys how to do that. I'm going to do a video today. But I did a Facebook group, and she got added into the Facebook group, and then I started talking to her about To Be Mindset. So she said, hey, I'm wondering if I can still participate. I already have Beachbody On Demand, and I'm not sure about the Shakeology piece. So already she kind of like wrote off Shakeology. And I'm like, okay, sounds good. Like, it's okay. We can just do To Be Mindset. But I really think that Shakeology would be beneficial for her. I know who she is, and I know that like she has maybe weight to shed off. And so I messaged her again, just checking in to see if she actually looked at our coach sneak peek, and she invited herself to it. So I sent her a message, hadn't heard back from her, just said, hey, just wanted to check and see if you had a chance to check out the coach sneak peek. She said she did get to it, just wondering if it's right for her. She wants to keep herself accountable. Maybe she should try the challenge group or something first. So awesome. This is a girl who would join a challenge group with us, get through. My goal is going to get her results, and then, you know, hopefully she joins in as a coach. So I said, all right, sounds good. Let's rock, the challenge group. I have one kicking off the 4th. Would you want more information or do you want more details? So she said yes. And then this is like that piece I just showed you. Absolutely, I'm really excited for this next group. Basically, we're going to pick a workout program for you. Like I literally pick like the stuff that I have in the coach training, I use that, but I added, absolutely in front of it. And then do you see this question? What do you feel like you're struggling with right now? So I can get a sense for what is she struggling with. Like that's why we're having this conversation. So she said that she struggles with nutrition and that motivation and like to know where to get started. Okay, absolutely. So what pieces of Beachbody do you have? I talked with her back in November, but I don't know if she still has Beachbody On Demand, so I just asked her. And she said she still has it. Awesome. I think you would really love Mindset. We can tie it into your workouts. She said that sounds good. I'd love to know what it all entails. So I sent her information on 2B Mindset. I got this from like the FAQ. I just Googled 2B Mindset and the Beachbody FAQ, and I just like took out some of it. And so it just basically tells her what 2B Mindset is, shares like a little piece of it. And she said, that sounds like it's exactly what I need. Perfect. Like, that's awesome. That's what I'm working on right now because I'm working on using 2B Mindset. And I said, we can focus on your nutrition because that's what she said she struggled with. And then I said, then we can go to the workout piece. And then she said, what are my next steps? So I sent her that picture I just showed you guys. I sent that to her. And then I said, these are the bundles for 2B Mindset. Most of the gals are doing the middle bundle as they already have Beachbody On Demand workouts. So she already has Beachbody On Demand. So I asked if she was familiar with it, like how it works and stuff. She said, yes, she has it. And I said, perfect, you fall right in then. So she can get this level up one, the middle one, or she could do the basic. I'm going to try to get her some Shakeology just because she said she struggles with nutrition. And so when I message her back, I'm going to say, awesome, I know you had some hesitations on Shakeology. Is there anything I can clear up for you before we move forward? Just maybe see what she's hung up on, because everyone's like, oh, it's a shake. I don't like the taste. I don't like this. I don't like that. Well, Shakeology, you can make it however the heck you want. You can make it ice cream if you want. You can make it in a mug cake, so it's like cake. You can make it so it's really like thin. You can just add water to it. You can make it so it's thicker. There's protein balls you can make. You can make granola bars. You can make different things out of Shakeology. And so I'm going to talk with her and just kind of see how that goes with her. And then I can let you guys know like how the conversation goes. So in case you get an objection with Shakeology, I can kind of share with you how I'm getting through the objection. In the end, I would love to get her going with Shakeology and 2B Mindset. If she just gets 2B Mindset, that's okay. Like Shakeology is not for everyone, but I'm not going to just let her like write it off without talking about it, if that makes sense. So that's kind of how I like handle objections. So hopefully that kind of makes sense. I can go through some of my other conversations and I can screenshot them and put them in the group so you can like look at them over and over again. But I promise you it's the same thing. What are you struggling with? Here's the bundle. Do you think it would be a good fit? And then get them signed up. Like that's kind of like that general conversation I'm having with them. And I have a gal who works on my graphics for me. I have like 4 or 5 steps of like talking to people when I get them signed up, and I can have her send that to me and I can share that with you guys. So you have like step by step, kind of like what I say. So each person I might change it a little bit of like what we're talking about, or, like their problems or what they need help with. But for the most part, it's pretty much the same.
Yeah, that's really helpful. Thank you.
Yeah,
that is very helpful actually.
But yeah, I just talk to people. I feel like as coaches we like overthink everything, and it's simple. Just leave it simple. Just have a conversation with them. And if you want, like, go back to our conversation and see if there was something in there that you think back and you're like, I really liked how she said this, or whatever it is. You can look back into your own conversation and use that too, to kind of help you talk to other people.
Wicked.
Yeah,
just
definitely.
No, you're fine.
Is there somewhere we can get like Shakeology recipes?
Yeah. So do you guys have Pinterest? Do you guys know what that is?
Yeah, I don't have it, but yeah.
Yeah, Pinterest is where I get probably 90% of them. Otherwise, on the Beachbody website, Team Beachbody website, there is Shakeology like .com. There's like a link on there. Let me show it to you quick. I'm gonna take over your screen again. Sorry. So like this is just the Team Beachbody website, and then there's Shakeology, and then if you click on Shakeology.com, there's this, and then there's like a recipe thing, and you can get tons of recipes from there too. Otherwise, Pinterest, it's loading, my computer's kind of slow. For Pinterest, I always just type in vanilla Shakeology recipe or chocolate Shakeology recipe, and they have tons of recipes. I'm not sure why this is taking so long. Come on. It doesn't like me because I have tabs open probably. But anyway, if you click the recipes, hopefully for you, it'll go. And it should pop up with like a bunch of recipe ideas for you. And then I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Maybe if I click this bottom one. Oh, there we go. So if you just pick whatever flavor, so maybe you have chocolate, and then you can click on each of these and it gives you like just different kinds. Most popular, under 200. Oops, Shakeology. There we go. Ooh, that actually looks. Oh, that's what I had for. I think I made that for Easter. Oh my gosh, it was so good.
Oh, it looks amazing.
There you go, Bron. We'll just make some chocolate cake and people will start buying it.
Yeah, I made what was it? I did like a kind of like that graham cracker crust, and then I did 2 things of chocolate Shakeology and 1 of vanilla, I think, and then I mixed it all together with yogurt and everything, and then I put in like crunches of Oreo. I probably wasn't supposed to, but I put in a little bit of it. It was so good. I wanted to eat the whole entire pie, and my husband was like, I know it's healthy for you, but maybe not eat the entire thing. But yeah, there's tons of recipes on there, and they have like protein balls. You can do Shakeology powder with like honey and peanut butter and oatmeal and like chia seeds, and you roll it into a ball, and then you refrigerate it, and then you just eat them.
Oh, brilliant.
Yeah, and that's on Pinterest too. Like Pinterest is like so yeah, that's why with Shakeology, when people are like, oh, I don't like it, there's a mug cake where you can like add an egg and baking soda and something else into it, and then you put it in the microwave for like a minute and a half, and then it comes out like as like a cake in a cup. It's so good.
Oh, wow. I should try out the vanilla one. The vanilla one is, I really don't like it, but
the vanilla one.
Yeah, I can drink it, but I do have to kind of like just neck it and it's done.
Yeah, the if you have vanilla, right?
Yeah, I've just changed it. They're just going to send me my next lot. So I've got like the mixed bundle where you get slightly less.
It's 24 instead of 30, but the packets are really, really nice, especially if you go somewhere. You don't have like a weird basket of Shakeology.
Yeah, I do, because I have to take them on my night shifts and stuff, because they're really good for when it gets to like 4 a.m. I have my breakfast then, because then when I come home I go to bed.
Yes, and by the way, that's like a post right there. What you just said. With the vanilla, if you have any left, you should do what's called an orange Julius. It's basically just like almond milk, ice, and water with orange juice and like vanilla, and you can add in like strawberries and like put it together. It's really, really good. There's like a dreamsicle. There's lots of different ones on Pinterest that I've tried. I really love chocolate. Vanilla is like my second favorite because I can mix so much stuff with it. And right now I actually just got the tropical vegan strawberry because I wanted to try it for summer. And so I've been doing like lots of like banana and strawberry or like orange and strawberry, like trying to do fruit. And it's actually pretty good. I like getting the packets though because I like having a variety. But my husband he drinks Shakeology too. So we have chocolate cafe latte and now we have my strawberry. So like I kind of have packets, but we get like the bags because he drinks enough of it and stuff too. But yeah, Pinterest is like my best friend with recipes and stuff. So
I should download that as well now.
Yeah. Yes, it's good. And there's really good ones on the Beachbody website too. So you can help with that. But yeah, your comment about how you have it when you work overnight, that's definitely a post.
Yeah, my night shifts, it's good because I have to make things to stop me venturing to the vending machine at like 2 a.m. when I'm really tired.
Well, and the thing is, like, you can spend, probably $4 for us. You could spend that in a vending machine in like a second. If you get those and I don't know, M&Ms or something, it's probably like $4. But
yeah, so I have that instead.
Yeah.
Or I do some CrossFit, and my CrossFit trainer gave me a great dates wrapped in bacon, and then cook them in the oven, and it sounded disgusting. Oh my god, it's amazing.
Is it?
And that is my go-to if I want chocolate.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
All right, you guys have any other questions?
No, I think that's it for now from me.
Okay, I have it recorded, so I will